Good evening and welcome to this day edition of Face the Issue from the Gedeh Communication Network Incorporated. Welcome to the Voice of Gedeh 88.5 megahertz operating for the telecom community here in Zwedu, Grand Gedeh County. Today is April 14, Tuesday 2026, 10 minutes to this is how we want to welcome you to this edition. Today, specifically, we are in the Bison District, specifically at the Bison Statutory District headquarters. In conversations with the most senior government official in Bison Jaudi, the statutory superintendent for Bison Statutory District, we are having some conversation that has to do with Grand Gedeh County. We are treating and managing the affairs of this county and Liberia to explain to the rest of the other counties here in our country. A Grand Gedeh County, this is how we explain the management of our county to the us. Many listeners and followers around the world. Facebook, we have no copyright to the songs playing at the back. If you are following on Instagram, YouTube, via our Facebook page, welcome of Gedeh 88.5 megahertz operating from the telecom communities here in Zwedu, Grand Gedeh County. Today, Tuesday 14 April 2026. From the Bison Statutory District, here we come. Got it. The statutory superintendent for Bison Statutory District is our guest. We are also hoping to join him again for some related development in Bison Statutory District, specifically Bison Jaudi. And then we'll also be speaking to the development person, the person responsible for stated and transformation and growth. Cecilia Bucket will also, Honorable will be again, see whether we can get her on the line to also fill in on some happening within that particular part of Grand Gedeh County concerning some developmental transformation in that place, if there's any. Until then, let's welcome Honorable Alfred C. Garrett on our conversation with him during our visit in Bison Jaudi, specifically the Bison Chief Gedeh County.
Good morning and good afternoon. Welcome to the Voice of Gedeh Radio here, far from Israel. We are today in the Voice of Gedeh here, the Voice of Gedeh Radio, visiting our people, getting to the citizens of this country. Welcome to the Voice of Gedeh Radio. Good afternoon, my friend. The people around the statutory district. Thank you very much. I'm Honorable Ahmed Khaled, the President of African how has it been to start with your office as a statutory superintendent, Bison, has again with you.
The political problem that are facing in this particular area. Each time when I took office, I'm going to the council there for this renovation. So when I came to see what private renovation, you start looking at it now, it's not yet finished or renovated up to this time. So my question,
Then going up and down. The fiscal year 2025 Grand Village County annual budget, it was mentioned, it is mentioned within that this office for one edition to furnish this office. It was mentioned in the budget 5,000 United States and we see something like 5,000 United States. But for all the time now breaking the goals, everything here now is divided with it. So this is the budget. If you will see, and we still get to do something like that.
thank you very much. My first time seeing the document this morning is your office. I have no knowledge about this 5,000 people not having that. By not enter this month, on the very office of the country administration to come to cyber solution. I'm not receiving $5.
And then again, for who people will talk to the city in the bar, the consumer going it is also mentioned in the budget here that total people, anything for that,
Not to my knowledge. Probably it might be, but not to my knowledge.
what is the coordination there between you and your principal deputy mayor, the city inspector, the city mayor for the city, the officials here?
Everybody we are equally responsible to working area. When things looking like this, they are developing the community in this place. To become the place will remain the same. So they are developing until they can come to work, but they are not happy over the situation of this particular area.
We saw in the office there, Madam Walkie, her office, nothing is there in her office. So how is she managing here? Is she coming to work?
Yes, you can come to work. You can even look for one office to come and do everyone has in that office. They tell them they to call their own office.
Doing work, like the deputy was there, is doing things, work, work, things. And the government, the people, the local government, they look at how
No, no. They're not doing anything to my own pocket. I'm doing all these things in my own pocket, but this is our country, this is our district. So I'm doing everything possible for them to be all right.
when now did we see the superintendent of the county here in this as a staff superintendent? When last just
Since I took office the 17th of May, 2024, I'm not saying Brent Thomas, Honorable Brent Thomas, the council, like they are not happy.
were you able to have spoken with him all along this time?
Yeah, I went there. I told him about this town hall meeting. He told me that the budget is not even already yet. So just move to the get back to me. But since then, honestly, I'm not doing.
Now, the issue of sustainability, how are you managing to take it around? Because this issue is very big. You have to do to continue to be everybody wants to talk to the statutory superintendent to have this problem, to have that problem. How are you surviving? You are looking at issue that we got here.
Thank you very much. I'm not seriously all those ideas were used by the next year. But I've been telling women I'm not right until now. Since I think I've been telling you, they are not in a good condition.
The local government, since you took over, have been giving you a bonus of you know that this is national, you need to move happen.
No, not exactly so. Not thing I'm not telling you about.
Why are they telling you? Nobody told you anything concerned about how you're supposed to be moving around.
My people can call and go and visit the around. When I do the whole go, but no buy. You have to see what happens considering that place. How do that get it? So anyway,
You still waiting for the superintendent who's in the budget now, they're already.
that's the budget, the budget, the budget, I'm in that kind of budget. They're authority in the country.
In a few other years, as well support, the government support for population purposes, did you see that for 2025?
I have not received a time, as I told you. No, do not repeat this question to me because right now, if you are repeating them, the nation will be, I mean, let's say to the level that you have not received that also.
So now, moving forward now, frankly speaking, what is the relationship that the superintendent and the superintendent of this country should be at any personal level?
Let me repeat the only. Almost friends and myself, we are not a lot of it. But probably, we might have different things against this particular Africa, I don't know. But since they are so often, we are not giving this to me, we are giving this to our Bible. We can't call it.
So they are not still here, or no message from this office, or sometimes we get this information from the office.
Pertaining to what?
Pertaining to administration.
Okay, I think I can make my money because of the country is better. Hopefully, they can get some country to understand. But here, myself, we can use one, sometimes a lot. And the last one, I want to do whatever the farmer who damage the community when the budget is not yet or passed. So we are looking up to the council. I think they didn't know what are the money is waiting there for this particular office. I'm not received guidance from anybody.
So moving forward, now that you have seen, you saw it, it's mentioned, you're looking now, what will you do next?
Phase two, the fund gone already. Thank you very much. I will get back to the then I will even have a copy of this. And tell you before this copy of this, where this is the one that belongs to my office. Where is it? I will ask you. But I know any other way now to say, well, I'll do this, I'll do that. I will ask you myself right now.
On the conversation, you can see that there is this concept of question. Now, the situation is not specific to your office. Elections were first taken into here anything concerning the county, what's the point in the
So, I don't know anything about it, but I live in the so it's any personal issue between they and the citizens, I have no knowledge of it.
the people of Gaudi, what are they telling you sometimes concerning the secretary not physically? It's any of the people maybe opinions with either. They say, why they can't see you?
Nobody will be able to come to me to ask my question. But it's a rumor and I hear a rumor. But nobody will be willing to ask me to ask this to ask this question. And it's my boss. I cannot do any other thing to say, well, let me come into something, but if I take it to me, I'm not going to do that. So that's so possible.
If this continue, what you foresee, you now in a 10 years, how for the 10? If this continue for the next 3 years again, what you foresee for the people of the society? Specifically for this people.
Okay, so thank you. Today, unfortunately, I heard a friend is there will be a lot of development in this particular area. So when the budget is exhausted or according to what you are saying, and no five dollars come here, how will we develop
Now, a little bit outside of what the local government administration concerning support. The issue of Vietnamese in our country right now, our country, there are two clubs of people. We've been walking along the way now. The south is right down this along the country, this here. And there's a traffic count that I can go to. See, they can do that and where people going to business coming from there. How is the relationship there for with the people with the city, the capital city?
the issue, especially in the particular issue about the finance. The last time when the individual people think that will happen, let us start and do what they might be doing last year. national radio. Okay, now there are three communal languages that the training. After the registration, they have a right to sit resident permit. So then, and then they take right permit. We are the executive, we don't want to respect all these levels. So we can't do anything with the people. They are coming in up and down. And I can very proud to say that my people don't try to say that what to know them or almost this one, and how they like to take them. But I'm not about that country. So they are country is about 3 years in this country. One mentioning revenue, so I don't know what to say about it.
Basically, when you explain after the registration, there is total number of people will be registered here on time.
Yes, it was when I was you, I told them that after the registration, before them leave, what to do to after the school, how many people are registered in the school? They didn't do it yet, the government. They only have information is over the 4,000 plus, on the 4,000 plus, and the particular like, I'm getting a better year with you. Let me go with you.
Now, peace and security is still here in the world. But the police just go to the police station and school. There are some cities that we have the constant people one thing you listen to the state of the school now you're student listening. You do really in the national.
Thank you very much. The police are coming over here. They are only here for themselves, they're not here for the interest of the police. Meaning what? Okay. Now, if you, the policeman, your children for you to go, you say you're not going there. The children say, anybody that says, well, if you the person here, you come to the military, fine. You will say, no, nobody there to work in that dimension. They can't do it. So I don't know about them to work with. It's about bringing the children up with here. So they cannot be here with me and they're not putting my order.
They're not working now with the citizen. They're not protecting the citizen interest.
No, it's not happening here.
Because the last time again was in Dublin, there was an issue concerning the 100,000 that the police people took as bounty from the citizens in that Dublin area. That's part of the people around here. And when we came here to talk to them, they said, we're not talking about nothing but work that they bring out people now. We're going to get that 200,000 or 100,000. You can't anything about that.
I didn't receive a call from here. When I took my father, the police were right in my office here. The father is school that they receive that money from the school for school. They tell me no. They get started from the people. Never the police told me that they can't have money. Because there's no receipt given. So what the money they deny it.
In that case, about our son that left the house and went to what did they
Not to my knowledge. I have sent for our men to come here. After the police, whatsoever happened there, we can't give you any information that they need. They only impose money on the people and they pay that money according to them. For the people that came from that, be ever there. I don't even know if they're not in person. We're not telling over to people that all making here, this is the people where, or this is the men that we talking about, are working at another point, they're not. They're not here to take care of the
these people when you sometimes see some DA officers here chasing drugs or you are not seeing a DA.
or there will be people that are telling the truth. The only people that can see that the forestry department or the people that can come together are not going to be here.
Now the FDA ranger when it comes to you here, what are they saying? Because I know that they will be talking of protected forests and species around here to the person of the community.
Thank you very much. When it's working, the very people the law. I mean, which are the law that you're going to enforce? They say that the protected area for the government, if the government will be there, then we're going to get them out of it. That's the office. It's a fine decision they're making. But the fact here is that you ask. Because people think and brought them here. If they're going to go in the forest and call the government, if you know, it will line with the government policy, the government policy.
And that was the only people that you think of the explaining government policy and working in with local government.
Yes, that's the FDA. They are all kinds of things. They know what they are doing, but not police.
Officers that were here to do your officers.
Yes,
Trying to do the citizens.
exactly so. They are spending money from our city to start a due process of law. And if you have to arrest somebody, you will be somebody for 48 hours. Or 72 hours behind. So then you send the person to court. They are not having there. You will expect money from them, and you tell them to go back. That can make the crime to finish from the school.
So what is the crime rate here? With all these things that have been said here,
I'm not somebody who can get information from this police. But the crime rate is higher. Is higher. So right now, I'm not a police, I'm not a security man, but this will give you information. Even if something happens in the home, if I call them to go, they will receive the water.
and besides the thing, we are our all the natural soul without the restrictions to sometimes.
Exactly the hospital they tell me, they tell me, say, they are not to work with me, they are here to work with their bosses first. So for that reason, they don't respect this office. I want to get their changes.
Now, little bit the sexual dispute, once upon a time we thought that there is still a thing between Islamic people and Jews. How far now?
Or maybe, okay. You know, when the traffic coach send this thing to what we in last year, I looked into the people, like talking about people. Oh, they were there for 1 month. Because they didn't between Bishop and Down. Now, after I think the police was ready to come, after they came there, and they found everything they saw there to find out, after they own that place. Hmm. Including the civil society and all. This is what people. I'm a citizen. I want to do to go and have your meeting and tell me who actually your is friend. The one they have a meeting to do with the four. The four people are going to do. Oh, why don't you do it? And the thing is that they are very bad. Family, a lot of you stand there and do it. And really appreciate it. Before you come into this place, everybody else still needs to articulate it. You want to make a decision to this place. You want to follow the findings and articulate it. And I want to take and I take it. And I tell you before, I'm ready to do it. So I'm doing my next one. Do that. Regarding the comment and put in a picture.
Now, you give the British Parliament and the submit of the report based upon the result between the two counts that came from this week. Now, the subsequent law, the asking what the benefit is now to do with the well, where do you stand?
Thank you very much. One is, not a full number is still for the work. You told me one, and what did you do? I want to do it. But you don't do it for everybody. So I got a big for you to do it after that to do it.
Were you also saying something to the subsequent judge concerning the decision of the foreign representative? You could do that instead of you now in the military.
Thank you very much. You know, where you do it step by step. You know, so after when I finish him, I can really never to do it. He get to make decision after he goes, he will get to two counts. But then after the demarcation between these two counts, probably he might come up with a body. The two counts.
How far now are your decisions with regard to that? Were you informed as to whether the decision was demarcated by the review or the state that is there?
Yes. you very much. I tell my people there, but some of the people that in the office, we finish their office work. So we cannot tell anybody now to say that you go this and this and that you. The office will take part of work. So right now, the honorable mayor and the commissioner have been the leader by the government to go to the I feel my father work all that.
He before you before going there when you go to the well, you can tell you anything from there is all.
Yeah. If you may say what the thing is true, they are telling you, but not doing it.
So the two times were they present.
Probably they might be present, but I cannot take account of that.
So what did the Jaudi people tell you over that were they present?
Oh, thank you very much. Here, when the people came, they were not going according to this condition that I got. And the other town went and found the authority, including the survey, to do demarcation. But that people they refused to go there. According to this commission.
Why were they not going there? They didn't tell you anything. Or anything like that where they treated the fair that they were not being represented or you didn't hear anything?
No, I didn't hear anything. Because right now, I told you for the bill. After when I finished my college work, when he always mandate that I often come to the work, although I'm on the ground, the real thing I want is information from the people. I don't have the people.
How is it like now? What's your understanding about that particular thing? Do you think issue now is being resolved or do you still foresee problem in the future?
Oh, thank you. I think I thought this week, this week I was doing now. Of all the people, information I can home. No, I was looking. There was no coming to see that.
Jaudi went beyond. When they first, Jaudi went beyond division. Jaudi went inside division. Was that really resolved before the demarcation?
Oh, yeah, but the second coach, Judge. People now to go and do demarcation. So, the representative to go, so we are going there and do demarcation because according to the document from the place there, that will go on beyond division. So you go and do your demarcation and bring the funding to my office.
Ministry of Health here with the health facility here, right? Hospital here. How are the people in school? What are the things seriously getting from Medicare? The hospital there, people who will get more or your citizens telling you that
But we need to do all the way so. All the hospitals that in plenty, all I do as a whole. But Dowdy actually, the same thing I'm going on, I mean, it's like by the same thing, before you pay money, and they will teach you. What about government, we don't have to be like that before. If you don't get it, they don't teach you.
fee for service as a be having money to be placed. I heard something from the hospital for fee for service. Did they tell you what the citizen informed, about before you use the facility now you be paying some money here to the hospital. Your citizen here in Jaudi. When they were created to them?
Not among us. So, told me about it.
So anytime the citizen go to that place there, they make sure that you don't get money, you will not be treated.
No, you will not be treated.
Were you using the facility yourself before?
Oh yeah, I went there, I paid money.
And then you pay money before you go treating?
Yes, I paid for it, but there's no receipt.
Oh, but you pay the money now, but did you ask for your receipt?
Yes.
And what did people tell you?
Because why don't they don't give no receipt at this time? Selling money there, and ask for a receipt, they tell me.
But then they won't give an account. And we go ask the police people do the same thing here. They take money from people here. They will not receive, they say they're not true. They cannot get receipt. You're paying money to the hospital again and they cannot give you a receipt.
Yeah. County hospital was ready, hospital are all involved. If you pay money, they don't give you receipt. So it's across the board in Nigeria, according to
education. Let's move a little bit for education. The last school here, public school in the place. What are the children telling you? What are some of the parents telling you about their children, about teaching the reason that they not teachers in there or the teachers are not in there?
Yeah, they have teachers. Well, actually, when we had a meeting at the city hall once, one lady from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, now local government, for all the teachers at the time in the meeting there. And they all referring out of the school during test period for school fees. So from there, the minister told me that I should be very curious on the people. If they are paying school fee in the school, they shouldn't put any child out of school fees during test period. And even nobody should put child out. Call the parent and let them pay the money for the student. But you shouldn't put them out. I swear, all person that have anything but do that, they put the child out today. Isn't that no?
We'll try to see how best we can find the principal. We know that he's in town here to talk to the principal to also give us some information concerning the running of the school. On the superintendent, with all of this frustration that we see you here, sorry, with no disrespect to your office, but to live in the house, I can't live in the house. To be very honest with you, and from what I see here, with no disrespect to your office, you superintendent. What is the way for the final message that you have for the people listening to you now, Voice of Gedeh Radio around the world?
Yeah.
What special message do you have for the people?
Oh, thank you very much for about it. You know, government told all that you should go and serve your own people. In the whether there is problem or no problem, when you look at it, particularly where if I'm a man, I get my house is well. Our living is well. I work for Ministry of Public Works. I work for this and that. And I've been appointed by the president of this nation to come and serve my people. So whatsoever it is, I'll be here to tell you the story.
You say your name again?
This is Honorable After Street Valley, the Secretary Solution of Action.
That was a nice time talking to you, and that was the voice of Honorable Alfred Gedeh, the statutory superintendent for Basel Statutory District, speaking to Voice of Gedeh Radio. For Voice of Gedeh Radio from Basel, Jaudi, this is Nyampa Osiri reporting.
Our next conversation, we are trying to telling us concerning the issue of city support to Jaudi city with regard to what has been mentioned, ventilated, talks about in the 2025 annual budget for Grand Gedeh County. You listen again, the third person in command here in Grand Gedeh County, the second and the final statutory superintendent for Grand Gedeh County for Quinemo statutory district, who also told us that nothing of that kind that was mentioned in the budget that has to do with renovation, rehabilitation, furnishing of the administration building in Zia Town, Quinemo statutory district, when it was mentioned, the 50,000 analysis that in 2020 budget was also mentioned resolutely for implementation by the local government official here. Just no explanation from the superintendent, no report from the superintendent of this county with regard to that explanation or the 2025 budget performance report. We spoke with the Kavala Administrative District Commissioner, who also told us that with regard to the rehabilitation, the furnishing of his office, the commissioner compound in Govo Bolekin that was with regard to furnishing that office. Nothing. He told us that he carry your own chair before people can be able to sit down on it. And you're in prayer with the Voice of Gedeh team that visited God Bolekin. That he praying to God that it might not rain, because when the rain fall, the house is leaking, the commissioner compound is leaking seriously there. That be a dramatic drama to see us in there conduct as my administration budget of a Grand Gedeh County resoluted from the resoluted budget for implementation of the local government official headed by Superintendent Eddie Chesia Grant. Again, in the chairman Abraham Gibb Badwood also told us that chain district funding was being directed by the county authority to the covered construction rehabilitation of the cover here on those street here is a chain district benefit nothing at all. So that's it. Why it is true that the county council requesting for budget performance report, these are things we are still going around touring, sending how the budget stand. But we don't really know say. So then Superintendent Green now, the whole year that passed now, they 2025 budget. They won't be spending it now. Aye. Yeah. I don't man, no bubbles away. What kind of thing is that? All your principal deputy, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good. Glorify the Father which is in heaven. When you're doing that, your section geographically, your sectional position here, superintendent of this county implemented a budget that the most senior government official in those districts administratively have no idea on what was mentioned. They have not even seen the budget, the copy of the budget. We are going around and someone is telling us they want to know, they want to see it. And just imagine when you show it to someone, you listen to the statutory superintendent telling us that when you keep asking me this question about budget support from the Lord here, it will give me verse 2 more in answer because to be used by the local government official, by the local government headed by Superintendent Eric Chesia, and we here sleeping in a place here, we not bring our own chair. And if you ever visited that place, Bison Jaudi, and see where the commissioner find himself, you know that there's a complete dramatical drama. Then see people that is not amenable to anybody, he can't answer anybody, he can't talk to anybody. What did the man will say? You don't implement any budget say. Look at the place the commissioners living. I mean the statutory superintendent living. See that kind of place. See the place the man living. See that kind of that why you say you 5,000 United States dollar to furnish the place. But through all the sitting time, try look at this the superintendent. 3 years now, they 10 years enter here. Basan Jaudi from your year. The superintendent can't go there. You can go to Zwaja. The last time you import, you went to Zwaja. And Papa where a chancellor and say you go inspect the road. I know when I'm working with public work ministry. Look at the place. Look at the administration building. Look at the place the superintendent working at. Statutory superintendent. Just imagine. And they kind of look official we hire. I'm expressing the frustration again in the place here. Just imagine.
Inside part of it here. Just imagine. All of the ceilings here are all dropping here. They're not dropping, they have all dropped here as a result of the tarmac here. And then this is it here. The conference hall here, the statutory superintendent here. This is structure. This is how we are in town here of county. This is it. And then we are moving on again to another area here. This is let's see where
See the place the man living. Yeah? See the place inside here. And call ourselves leaders. When it's ready for budget support, you go to Quinemo, you get the same drama. You go to Kavala, you get the same thing. All the statutory superintendents, the two statutory districts here in Grand Judah County, but far beyond from reality. Go to Kavala. It says government initiation, government project, agriculture project. You're going there in solo time job. We're extension officer here on the Ministry of Agriculture. Yeah. And 55,000 of the stated amount best known to yourself, but mentioned in the budget for you for administrative costs. Leave from here, go to Jaudi. This week will bring you the voices again. We'll bring you the sentences from the Bao Administrative District Commissioner. To see how the, and then it is also mentioned that $2,000 that are in that budget was spent again in Bazon Jaudi for city support. We are trying to see how best we can get Madam Boke on the line to also talk to us concerning budget support for Jaudi. Okay, the people try cycle, and you get the people, how they call it, money to take care of the city before when they now use their own, how they call it, bamboo bloom, then they sweep the city, then they play. Just imagine. You see how we're treating our own people? Unserious. Money under the superintendent can leave the compound. Madam Boke is on the line now. Good evening and welcome to Voice of Gedeh Radio. Madam Boke from Bazon Jaudi. How are you today, Mama? Oh, hello, you're enjoying our Bazon leg. Yeah, but you can behind you there we got noise there coming up. Can you a little bit move away from the noise so that we can have this conversation on the radio? You are live on Voice of Gedeh Radio. Yeah, we're still getting the noise at the background, so we'll call you back again because you stay in the noise. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Good evening. It's a nice time talking to you on Voice of Gedeh Radio. You are live on the radio. How is it? Okay, Bazon Jaudi, how are you managing with that city? You getting support from anywhere else? But in the 2025 budget now, they posted they gave your city $2,000 for your city support. You not receive that one? So you don't get tricycle and all. They don't get you no keke, nothing at the can to support your city. The network is troubling now for us getting Madam. So then how you managing now? How you can maintain that city? That your own money you say using? About the last time I was in Jaudi the day before yesterday, we saw your office there, the ceiling down, everything falling down and things. That office you can sit down in? Also, when you tell the county superintendent that you now get chair in your office, you're catching hard down to that playing and saying, yes, you now get chair in your office, do? All right. Let's keep talking. We'll call you back again by tomorrow morning to tell us other happening in that place there to see how best the people around. But is there any specific message found that before we take Voice of Gedeh concerning Jaudi to come to your aid? All right. Madam Boke, it was a nice time talking to you on Voice of Gedeh Radio. All right, then. That was okay. All right, Mama. Development today. Where are we? County superintendent telling people, say, I get here. Your development people in the district, statutory superintendent, development officer or superintendent, many government officials in the city. So they can't even go and somebody tell you say no chair that I have been there. The superintendent will not take it for as you speak right now, the man in the county say the superintendent unceremoniously left the city and Nicodemously is going to come back. Just imagine. So we're digging beyond the news. The voice of the people, the voice working incorporated, the voice of Gedeh 88.5, me guys. We're going to the voice of the voiceless to bring them out and stage the debate that together we can right the wrong here in Grand Gedeh County. And I get chair in my office, go to Facebook. Just imagine. Mama, no, superintendent job, their job here, they're not job that when you make a mistake at the detriment of the people county. So if you don't get chair in your office, does that in any way suggest that the district officials should not get chair in our office? So why did you mention, why you formulated the budget and mention them in our budget, put them in the budget that you will give them budget support? You convince the county council that you will spend the money in the district. Oh yeah, the people in the district, they are really in need. So there are reasons why we put them in the budget to agree so that we can find. Maison Jaudi, Development Superintendent of your Development Officer Office. Go in our place. See the place. If you ever visited our place, you move from our place. When you come outside, you are admitted by virtue of your structure. And that place, people sitting in our air. But you also when you go pay for air condition, then you will get chair in your office. chairs, plastic chairs that cost $10 US. You go Morovia at 2 for 15. Just imagine that they want your campings in the leeward districts for government officials to be seated. That when partners comes, they go there to discuss with people. When you have a serious meeting, where are they sitting? They bring in chairs from their own houses. And you're spending 300,000, 100,000 to $3,750 to furnish the Kavala Commissioner compound. You're not able to afford that one. So who now, the money in the budget, who you're spending on? Where? You're feeling with single bus cover right here, single cover. Yeah, rehabilitation, not even construction. You're feeling they so you spend 18,000 analysis that to that place. You get retention for that place. You own a project that you can get retention where people can see the contract. So this is how you treat your own people. Let us see whether we can get the statutory superintendent again on the line to see whether he can fill in with some things there around that place. We talk to the statutory superintendent this time around, Superintendent Honorable Alfred C. Ngali, to see whether we can get him on the line. This is how we treat our own people. And we're sitting down here administering the affairs of the country. So the car they get the superintendent, what they give it to you for? You can't go around. You go and say you go in spare room. You in Poland, you can't go to Bazan Jaudi. You can't go to Bazan Jaudi where the statutory superintendent is seated. You're not able to go there because you're mentioned in the budget that you will support their offices. At the end of the day, you're not doing it. So when you go there, they will still talk about this thing. Madam Cecilia Bokke meeting you and telling you, you know, I chair in your office. You say, man say I get chair in my office. Are you ready? You ready to steer the affair of this country? No. You're not doing the people of Nigeria good. You're not doing the people of Nigeria good. And 50 years from now on, that how the country will live with them. This is how the country is going to be like. I know what the point behind that administration have been acting that they're responding to people. What thing they really understand? You jump over from Sunday, you jump over Monday, you go all the way to Thursday. You hoping on what? 3 years ago now, we entered the 3rd year. You're sitting down behind no political juggernauts in the country who consider themselves to be the political bourgeoisie of Nigeria. 3 years you will somebody be a complete high school graduate, 3 years in university. Yeah. They're not able to send you there per semester to go and get your bachelor degree. They're not able to do it. They can pay your capacity. They're not able to pay your capacity. But you're stressing your view for them. What you understand now from 2024 to 2026? We're coming now we're going closer to May. From May to June, we mean a biannual already. That the activity will be discussing with me will go half of the year. As soon as they leave from power, you're not able to go anywhere. Your own village, you're not able to enter inside because they created a condition. You talk to people, and at the end of the day, nowhere for it that you can enter. You see what happening? Queenable statutory district denying the motion. Administrative district district has a dissenting view. Kavala district ST, Bison Statutory District raised a motion. The only way I will be ready to vote, state the Bison district stating unreadiness about local government Grand Jide County support. You see the kind of thing we're doing to our own people? Is that how we're going to administer the affair? So when they give Grand Jide to you for the next 12 years, the next thing we'll come in to do here, the next thing we'll just buy enough Ghana must go bad. Because you will rank the country, you will sell the country one day. Unknown it to us. We'll just be saying that Burkina Faso will come and say, look, all the chain people you get one side here. We've been buying chain this way already. BIE this way people. BIE. Send the people can't certify now. You're certified. You're supposed to be in our code and ask. The act carry on. What is the consequences associated? What are the consequences associated with it? And you set example in the play, but you're not able to be the chain people. You can't do that to the chain people. And you can move around, you go all the way. You're in all the chain town and villages and things. Where you call Pamela or authorized, you're clearing any pantry in the chain this way. You will see what will happen. Look at the palace. Hey, my man, you're smoking people on the telephone here, man. What kind of thing? You just say you understand the palace? Go beyond the palace. I'm speaking beyond the palace. I'm speaking in terms of the palace beyond it. Say palace for beautification. When you come from that place, you say Zwedu not correct, Zwedu dead. That Zwedu will now be dead. We're starting from the palace. What a flower you're planting in that place. 2 years ago, in that place, you'll be looking at a place that our children can use as a recreation center. And they'll go and start doing a photo shoot and thing. You have to beautify that place. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good way. The thing that not happening in the palace will happen in the Zwedu triangle. They're not able to happen there. That local government official duping people. Then they'll not do it with Ministry of Education. Listen to the statutory superintendent. He said, the inflow of the Mosi people in our place, the immigration people, they still have a lot of work to be done in Grand Jide. They are all income Bureau of Immigration and Naturalization. You're supposed to be the cost. By virtue of your responsibility, you should be generating more revenue for government. In Grand Jide here, the Mosi people are here. Every day they come in. Every polar point you find yourself, you see immigration people there. The Mosi people, the Ministry of Labor, when they say rejecting your one job, you get a job then to do the implementation. It's difficult. Everybody want West Senator Sue and going administration building their whole day. What is statistic about alien foreigner having work permit? If you want to come stay in this country, every year you need to pay for it to renew it. Government need to get revenue in their category. The categories associated with that, the revenues are not the same. Other people pay $1, other people pay $2, other people pay $3, depending on the category. Government, other people, specifically Bison Statutory District, you listen to the superintendent, only the Forestry Development Authority, the forest rangers, are those that are going after the guy. And when you look around, you see, as far as our knowledge is concerned, when they have the Mosi people arrested, from the reserve for the park. They carry them to their offices. They find them. They go pay government revenue. If you think they not see people based upon the status associated with their responsibility, when they catch the people, they find them in line with our laws. They tell them to go pay the government revenue. You wear khaki clothes there around here, you feel that. But in fact, how the people will be serious to generate government revenue? The Monitoring and Evaluation Director General, Monitoring and Evaluation Director General, who's supposed to make sure the superintendent power until Jesus comes, supposition will never move from near a knee. Man, I can't go. So you can't go down. Representative job different from superintendent job. Representative job you have for 6 months, pay for 1 year. When you go for agriculture break, or you go for that you break your hand, you go there. Why? You say putting the Liberian people under the pretense that you back in your constituents, doing constituent visit. You're sitting down there. The government paying you. Superintendent job, you have to work every day, Monday to Monday. You're supposed to work. The people living in Grand Gedeh, in the midst of all the people that are well prepared, following activity, man, behind the camera there. Then you say now in the place, you're talking to the man, yes, sir. Yeah, chief. Yeah, chief. I saw you. Almost you don't do that thing to the people of Grand Gedeh County. Don't do that thing. You finish blasting at the man, you said a committee. Now, what happened to the committee? You don't report the case to the Liberian government. You can be, no, I don't understand when the police can be there. You went with the superintendent. The superintendent informed the world that if people, nobody know about it in the Republic of Liberia, they can't do what they are doing. You don't have them arrested. The superintendent left them there. He should be charged with different intention. Why did you leave the people there? I think that was somebody small opinion there now. Right now, then you're tear the person. You're surrendering will not get people change. You're like ambulance caring patient. But you're sitting down, you're seeing things. No recommendation, no opinion. When they report a police photo from that place, you don't take one report from to the place. Only for the people that sign your, leave what towns and villages for you to be taking money from people. Police people who came to the place. On the scene show, we're telling the people, Jebele people ventilated that police took 100,000 from them. That debate, they changed them from there. The debate was validated. The statutory superintendent told you, who is right before the police depot in Jaudi, say the police people are here, they are harassing our people, and they offer money business, they're not doing the work. Up to the time we visited Jaudi that whole day, the police depot lacked no policemen in our whole place. They left the king to Zwedu. How you can if you get 2 police officers in a place, when one person is leaving, another person is supposed to be there. But told everybody from to the place. So what did he bring them to the place? They are here. When are they going back? It's not about your opinion. It's about them going back in from taxpayer money. So they need to work for the Liberian people. Not the way you feel. Chief, if you think you get vestation too much, have for reassignment from Grand Gedeh. Have for reassignment. But the voiceless needs to be protected. The voice of the people needs to speak. Not only to speak, but to make sure that the debate has an end. And there is a result from the debate. The next thing is The statutory superintendent spoke up. If we continue on this situation, I foresee the lack of development here in Basin as a whole. We had a conversation here this evening. We are having a conversation with, and that conversation concluded. So today, tonight, 3 minutes to 10 p.m. We have, you listen to Madam Development Activities in Jaudi, the statutory seat for Bison Statutory District concerning developmental activities. If you want to be part of this conversation this evening, you can call us on 0880 878 382 or 0775 on our WhatsApp line. You can put your calls to 1 plus 231 772 770 212 to be a part of this conversation. The statutory superintendent and the development person in Bison Jaudi where we are. The superintendent of this country have not gone to Bison Jaudi now. This is a 10-year. The statutory seat where the statutory superintendent is seated with all of government officials in that district. The superintendent are not going to that place. The superintendent went as far as Pola, Chancellor, and Zwaja. But the superintendent were not able to have gone to even Zeta. If the superintendent did not go, the superintendent are not going to Jaudi. Now, not even if the superintendent are not going there. The people want to see the superintendent is sweat to go, you're not go there. Transfer aggression. Superintendent of the county. Still holding people responsible for election result. Because you're not getting any history or confusion now. The only thing that will make you not go to that place because they not vote for you. That's the only reason for which the government supported you logistically. And the government can't tell you want Morovia. Nobody know what you go do Morovia. So, I don't know whether you were close to the superintendent when the superintendent come back to the county. You open the Bible and read to him the book of Ecclesiastes. There is time for everything. You don't need to be going to Morovia. It is within the Holy Bible. There is time for everything in the book of Ecclesiastes. Or you be going to Morovia because the poor about to appoint minister of local government, a county official. You're just worrying whole day from first period in the exam all the way to fifth marking period test. You're not even sure yourself on your GPA. Where 6 period in the exam will do. The result to be the need to sit in the country to work for the people of Grand Gedeh. It's not about whether you let the superintendent or you don't have support of the superintendent. It's about the superintendent being employed by the people. And the public code is calling him. The public code mandated that as a witness on the stand, he's not supposed to leave the country unauthorized. The citizen that employ him, the employer for the code, the superintendent is all of the time out of the county and it's not helping the people of Grand Gedeh County. Moreover, there is a controversy between the county council and the local government officials headed by the superintendent. The county council is asking for the budget performance report or report for the year 2024 and all their development. Now 2026, we go April. You're not thinking about that one then. You need to think about, hey, when you are friendly with somebody, you go to them. When you start hearing this thing from the public, to talk to him or talk to her and say, look, what is unfolding, what we are hearing is not correct. My man, when you want to argue for the superintendent performance report, when you come here, you must bring an annual report. You bring it so we can be able to see it. I don't want you to look out for it before you stage any debate in defense of the local government. Then we can be able to go to the conversation. Anybody who can see the way the other people was sleeping, you man can be informed about the thing. I don't know why you want to defend the local government for that. They want you, man, when you call a chief, the superintendent and you call him chief, yeah, chief, yeah, chief. You not see a report, you not make a report to you in the first place. You're not even rating something, but to explain to you, you not explain to you, you're not able to. And Grand Gedeh needs to move from this place to the next place. There are a whole lot of commitment. CC, place, it's just for plenty. You bring a recording, so you play the recording to him Sunday, the time you're coming. When people want to go meeting, the time last time will carry him to 7-day Advantage Church. I'm dying. We take our musical break when we are back from the Gedeh Communication Network Incorporated. This is the Voice of Gedeh here in Zwedu, Grand Gedeh County. The program is Face the Issue. Today, Tuesday edition of our Face the Issue topic. Today, we are centered around our visitation in Bison Jaudi, speaking with the statutory superintendent for Bison Statutory District on issues concerning governance, the rule of law, peace and security, free movement of people around that place. The next time we are returning, the superintendent spoke about the health worker, the health facility around us in Jaudi, and then also police and citizen. Police taking money from people. Police not working in line with the local government. Police not respecting the rights of the citizen in that place. There are some police people in Jaudi, they go hustle, they not go to the government work. You go there to adjudicate your case, police are not even the superintendent for you. For the 8 or 72 hours, people should be forwarded to court as a superintendent of that place. Now the day he was never informed. Even in their security report, in the security sector report, nobody told him. When you call police can't come to him. Police officer in the district at the district seat, where the superintendent for them for meeting, for update, they say they're taking instruction from their bosses in Israel. Why you can't keep them here in Israel? Is that how you can assign people? You tell them to take assignment in the Leeward district and tell them they must look up to your year, the work you're sending them to do in the place to molest and harass our citizens. Something on a plate journal. And I know the police response unit. The police response mechanism channel. We know that. And they can be aware now. You know, Voice of Gedeh don't blow whistle. We protect the whistleblower interest in their privacy. Then we ventilate the issue to tell you that we are here prepared to speak for the voiceless and to protect the rights of the maneuver break. More of this. for the sake of the people of this country and of our county, Grand Gedeh, Liberia. Where are we? Now, the second person that ventilated the issue of the health worker taking unexplained money from citizens that is statutory superintendent. The first person was people living with disability. So explain in by some poor. So tomorrow morning we're going to bring you that because it's specific on the Ministry of Health. Then we'll also tell you our conversation with the officer in charge at the Polar Clinic, even though she had a conversation with us and insisted to be recorded. And so we have to protect her, have to protect her that she want to have a conversation, but it should not be recorded and explain her institution standpoint with regard to that. But again, in support of what Julutua said, the superintendent, the statutory superintendent also ventilated that with regard to the hospital receiving money or charging people for treatment. I think the lack of education, the lack of awareness, the lack of sensitization still creating the problem around here. And again, sometimes in some of our institutions around here, our staffers are behaving like Mosi people. You tell Mosi people say that 10 hectares again put them in the pool before you go come and make brought 2 kilos. So sometimes the constant visitation of our sector's official, then they gain what is happening with our health offices or clinic. We'll also bring that to you tomorrow morning so that you can get to know. But again, the debate was validated from the hospital. The same thing here with the police people again, that we told the administration here for Labrador National Police, when that thing happened, when we recorded it and came back and start doing our stakeholder engagement here, let people claim they were acting and they say they're not paying attention to all around here. You call somebody to tell you, say, I'll call you back, they're not calling back. And today, the statutory superintendent said it on record that everybody listen to him. Police people, when you're sleeping or when you're dreaming, because the security people can't see this, but they can have some dream. They listen to the of the people. So you did not change them because you wanted to change them, their assignment. You changed them because the debate were getting too tense. The harassment of the citizens were getting too much in that place. They're taking money from people. When you can't complain there, they want to look at who get the money. They free you, and the people go scot-free with you. They are going around, being created by the police in our towns and villages, specifically in Bison Jaudi. From what we heard from the superintendent, police people say they behaving like Ethiopian people. And their bosses, Mokanto Zwedu, the people who talk to them, they're not able to talk to others. That is same thing they used to tell the statutory superintendent, they're not taking order from him, they're taking order from Zwedu. But from the how they call it, the people in Zwedu. And the people that you can send to the people. My man, the debate is belated. The time the people were assigned to that place, we told you here, Mr. Commander, we told you. Please try to verify the thing and let's meet back again as an action point. You did not come back here today. We say waiting for when Jesus comes. That and they all have a decision, the people. Who the citizens are accusing. The statutory superintendent. You're not even you're changing the people without even the knowledge and to the accuracy. Everyone ought to be talking people to confuse the woman, but we're not confusing. The people you carry them, you introduce them to the citizens and you screen your name here. The people will be working here with your work with them so that they can maintain law and order here. They stay with the people for the length of time they were there. High degree of ingratitude. Why you exhibited in that place. You see what happening? You see how we can explain government policy? They're bringing the government in disrepute with the public from every sector around here. But again, we can't blame you for doing what you're doing and what you did. Because send the people to examine the may not go to that place. And the people of Bazan Jaudi not too sure whether the last 3 years the superintendent will ever visit that place. So the child is there. The citizens that are not seeing the superintendent will not see the superintendent here. We will not even see the superintendent in the region. Just imagine. Ya Jaudi the Mel. I say Jerusalem first, yeah, Jerusalem. There's an issue between Goro Raba and Pakistan people. You know, Goro Raba and Pakistan is Sando and Grand Jida counties. Sando County and Grand Jida County. But why you're joking with now because you're doing before getting po, they claim it across the river. You see why you're doing that now? You're not able to go there to know what is happening. We'll bring the God Rawa people voice. We'll go find, if possible, we'll go to Joazon. We'll enter Sando County. And Voice of Gedeh can if they will go on that fact to verify, to actually ascertain that case between the God Rawa people and the Pakistan people. Say the Grand Jida County Superintendent not able to count the Voice of Gedeh radio, will bring you the voice of the Sando County Superintendent. Whether he has an idea on that particular thing, where Sando County stand with regard to that. We go after Joazon, we'll talk to stakeholders. Then we'll ask the superintendent, and then we'll also tell him whether he is aware, and if he is not aware, the clan chief, the district commissioner, he should be able to get information from them. And we will talk to most senior government official from Sando County with regard to that. The voice happening to the people there, in God Raba, she will claim the attention of the people of Grand Jida County. You rode motorbike to be represented in Grand Jida County. You're not able to ride motorbike to go to the people where your car can reach. But you claim to be the head of administration by virtue of the nomination, the confirmation, and the appointment from the president of this republic. That having issues. You don't give it attention. Chinese company here because the traditional people see the Chinese people come something here. Like they the people go into your home, you're not even get in the car. Fiam, you go to Seattle. Chinese people over your own citizen because Chinese people have problem. The people of Grand Jida County should be aware and should be informed. The record of the Chinese people around this country and around Africa, the mining sector, Chinese people always fighting black people. Chinese people and people always in confusion for payment business. Chinese people always violating labor right in a place. They are involved into labor violation. Chinese people. You sit down. The Voice of Gedeh radio from the Gedeh Communication Network Incorporated. The Voice of Gedeh radio, the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the people. These people they will bring the Pudu Mountain to operate a place. The people are 98% of their concentration is what they can get, and 1.5% go to the government, and 0.5% come to the affected community. The people of Grand Jida County will soon start crying. It's a Chinese company you're bringing back here again. It's a Chinese company you're bringing here. Who said that? You know, people. Let me tell you one thing. By virtue of the responsibility and status of Honorable Davison body in this country for now, is a county development officer. So we need to dignify him. He's our leader. The only time we have issue with him is on policy. We'll have policy different with him. Every representative and by virtue of that regime that they are elected during the administration, we respect them as our leaders of the country. But what we will not compromise is the interest of the people. They got some of the leaders in Grand when we're talking about discussion that has to do with the people interest, they can be very busy. They can't attend no meeting. People go to the meeting, they are pretending. But look, George Dwyer gone. George Stewart Dwyer then gone. But Tomo ya nimle na say around here. Honorable Tomo Senator Tomo ya nimle na say around here. Dr. George Bola then say around here. The other elders here. Quarter then stay around here. After see Gary then stay around here. They will tell you the reality, the present day reality. So you will create a condition by virtue of the responsibility attached to superintendent Grant. If you want to see us, our Voice of Gedeh for the superintendent, let you want the processor reward. And then somebody tell you, say, your current passes, what are la family, what are la joazo, what are la Pakistan, what are la Weibo Kambieke, what are la Kelibo Kambieke. At the time you see the differences between Sunday and Monday that day. But by virtue of the responsibility, when he play with the people interest of Grand Gedeh County, or to continue, because we will debate the issue to do sector ratification. Every citizen of this country and county, by geographical placement of Grand Gedeh, you are on obligation to doing what is right. And by respecting and protecting the rights of the minority. This is our issue with Superintendent Grant. Policy issue. You're let the superintendent too much. You don't let the superintendent, because when you let the superintendent will not make mistake for 3 years. 2024, they may make mistake. 2025, they make mistake. 4 more in 2026, they may still make a mistake. And you're stay around here, you're not telling you the truth. And you can stage the debate, you're around the superintendent, you can stage the debate one day to tell you, say, you promote it. When the superintendent go there and talk something, you can't understand a different side of the story. There are so many commitments that the superintendent committed himself to. Policy statement that the superintendent gave, and you can't stand back. Market women are having quick order in the place, even when they're in pledging. You talk all the queen here will give your money today, not get the money. When want to cancel that debate, you go pay the people now. That chief make a commitment. A particular 45,000 naira ain't good. You have not bad data, you bring the receipt. You have not bad data. Just imagine. The superintendent had a commitment by the people of Grand Gedeh County that is yet to fulfill. We enter the 10th year now. Every one of you around the superintendent of this country forgot about something. And you can tell him. Then my second time saying it again. When the superintendent was taking over, he has a commitment by the people of Grand Gedeh and Liberia that at all times he will work for the people of this country and this country to the best of his ability. So God, that's what he said. 24 years old, the superintendent report. So he's not doing it. He committed, he's not doing it. The live report will tell every citizen of this country this is how far the superintendent has gone with regard to the commitment he had about pushing Grand Gedeh County forward. So what are you reminding? The citizen, officials of government from ministry that they are not seeing the superintendent. The superintendent have created a condition for rampant corruption in local government on the ground that there's a budget formulated, explained to the county council, that the county council agreed and the proof. And that budget, it was mentioned in it. The administrative officials were going to get support. And you listen to some of them crying that they didn't get that support. No explanation about it. They were not informed of it. They are not seeing copy of the budget for which their name were mentioned. Even down to the Voice of Gedeh radio were used. And you know the reason why the validation of the encouragement of the corruption that I said that the superintendent is encouraging in local government is that you need money to hold the office. That is a corruption. The code of conduct says nobody must do it. If the superintendent car tire burst and the superintendent going to buy new tire, it should not be from the superintendent personal money. The code of conduct says that corruption. That car the reason why they say that is that when superintendent use their own money for an example, and he fails that car, he will take the government money and replace that money. And the government say, don't use government money for your personal thing. The first thing, if you can't get it from government, when you go on the road, you see Bella Bob and see you lack the car with plenty, just so that he can get your money. The possibility is very large. The corruption that the superintendent is encouraging, superintendents, the commissioners, the district development officers in the various district, they are using their personal money to support the government offices. And the local government should support them administratively so that they can be able to support the offices. That is not happening. So when they start using their personal money, you listen to the we can survive. So when we do like that, we improvise like that, we places we don't come, the people can pay our way. What we say? We gotta hold the money. Because we have to survive. You see what we're encouraging? But it is mentioned in our budget that will support them administratively for the small operation of their offices. The superintendent doesn't have motorbike. He's using a political party motorbike. CDC motorbike. This year, the government need debate is large again. The CDC people now that will charge the government now for the service contract for using their motorbike, they say that different debate again. When they ask them for service contract for using their party motorbike, what do you say? Your statutory superintendent using the opposition political party motorbike to do the opposition political party work. Jesus. You see where we are? But they're not, the songwriter say, you just did it that your own way will carry them. Nobody against them, but their own way. The thing they're doing to the people of Grand Gedeh County, that their own way will carry them. And you know, we can't be proud. Debate, not confrontation. From the Gedeh Communications Network, the station you are listening to is the voice of the voiceless. The voice of Gedeh 88.5, Mega Grand Gedeh County. Debate, not confrontation. If you have your opinion, put your conversation through on 0880-878-382 0775-151-308. on our WhatsApp line +231 772 770 212 to be a part of this conversation. Good evening and welcome to Voice of Gedeh Radio. Who am I talking to? Where you join us from?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Brian?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Brian, go ahead. Just dress away small from your monitor. All right, you are clear. Go ahead. Sorry, Brian left the line. Apparently, network connectivity. Brian, you can call back and then you can put your conversation through. This is where we are. Because we created the condition that making our officials of God in the leeward towns and villages to be using their own money to do government work. The code of conduct say that corruption. That's a high degree of corruption. So it is the condition that that make these people there to start doing what they are doing, because any money that go to the district for district development, they will take their money they use fight from there. We will not see development. 4C will not get in the place because we are not being supported. We're using our own money here to survive. So when you put any money to that place there, you take your own money that you use. If you are close to the commissioners, good evening, welcome to the Voice of Gedeh Radio. Who am I talking to?
Yeah, good evening.
Your name and what you calling? Mr. Talu, go ahead. Good evening, and how are you? Thank you, my dear brother. You know, people will only talk about policy issue. You remember that? Yeah. We don't transfer aggression here. Whether the superintendent can out to a house, whether the superintendent dress and he jogging around a place, is none of our business. The president, we talk about business. Then we debate the issues. We present the issues. That is the reason why the methodology used here by Voice of Gedeh to resolving the issue and speaking for the voiceless is to go to where they are. So our responsibility, where can we find the marginalized people? Now that we can find them from Sweden, they are here too. We spoke with the people living with disability here this morning. Going to probably, you know, When you have leaders, right now, if a representative move to ERZ or the representative is living in ERZ, the opportunity for ERZ community. Every good thing during that representative tenure, it will go to ERZ. The representative ERZ people been living in darkness, they live in the darkness. In as much as you have ministry his or her influence to making sure and talking to the people, if they not pave that road that are going to ERZ, they will make sure that they have electricity for the citizens on that side. Like if you can afford, you get current to your house. And with some of our leaders, when they live in their community, they are things. Just imagine. So when our people going to Bakubli, the superintendent farm is the last farm that you can pass by, then you enter Bakubli. To the crossing point. From the superintendent farm, go to Galtown. It's not far. Something around 45 minutes on motorbike. But the people in Galtown are more than 1,000 plus. They don't have safe drinking water. The president of the superintendent in that region to serve no drinking water. Good evening. Welcome to Voice of Gedeh Radio. Who am I talking to?
Yeah, how you doing, sir? I'm one of the community.
Mr. Colin, good evening. What's your point?
Yeah, thank you very much for the show. Actually, I really appreciate you. And it is something I was very for now the best one they can do result. I don't know actually very happy today country here. We are not very good leader for the country. No good leader we have for the country like that, very hard for the country. And I'm about to 40 power down there at the end of the day at zero. They just exploiting our country money, the development money, no regrets. No development.
Now, thank you, Mr. Colin, for your contribution.
Yeah, thank you very much, bro.
You're welcome, sir. You know, again, we might not be disappointed because these are things that they almost they say they put on vacancy or you're a plan. But you know, sometimes we can say, my man, the poor already get played by you. A plan said nothing will come or the poor not tell you. And this is where the people can have the opportunity to continue to do the wrong thing. You know, the people feel that nothing will happen. But things are happening around here. If you follow Voice of Gedeh, things are happening dramatically here. Teaching. The debate went to a different level here. From the educational sector, from other sectors around here, things are changing. Who used to go to the people then before, towns and villages to tell them and say, look, this is what the people have on your knee. Which one of our leaders that used to tell people before that we can see the people in fact what they are? The police people went to Jaudi there where they were assigned. They felt that when they keep harassing the people, They will stay long there. Today they are out. There are some of our teachers around here. Every year they can be asking the students to pay flexibility fees. We just make a follow-up to see whether the sponsor whether they are still there. But again, Saturday classes and things are now being cancelled. The money that can be taken for our students and our children, they're not doing that. You get one registrar here who sat down to one of the high school here to the beer, collecting the children money when you eat the money, but asking anything, go to the hospital. Tell the school money, go to the hospital. And again, you know, things are happening. Mr. Connor, you just need to be patient and follow it. Former Superintendent, former Senator Merton Tiaji in Sano County. When you enter Greenville City after Mississippi, before the former superintendent, former senator took one woman property and built on it. They took it from him. Sitting superintendent at the time, they took it. People were told changes will come. And let me just quickly remind you, the current superintendent of this county, Superintendent LHSCR Grant, he went to BIU zone. He took the and he said, now government land, they face D and all. Who cocaine not done with jump in that thing. Today, that D was finally canceled. The people get their land back. So now, this is where we are. They face the budget, they put all of this they need there. They not give people their money while they put inside. 2026 budget. So you see where we are? Things are happening. Gone are those days where people used to come and say, let it be, nothing will happen, but things are happening. Just a very few that I just need to use so. That lead us around this country. When they feel that nothing will happen, something will happen. All of them, they are aware. They say one Chinese company, they are Equinemo. They've been operating there for 1 year and plus. Inflation on the people. When the old people got ready, they said nobody working here today. All of them, they were running to that place. By the time the people right here to Putu, they were having confusion. They said, they're not able to go to Putu. We can arrest them. But they were changing gear. You were telling the driver to pull the gear to engage 4 weeks so they can be able to pass. More when you go to Seattle, all company material. Today, what happening there? That is a Chinese company that will not play the phone working now again. And before the people go well, they will know the difference between Sunday and Monday. So gone are those days. You see, when we are flaking things out, telling people what is happening, speaking out and pointing out and exposing the ills in society, here, the change is coming and the changes are taking place. Mandela started a struggle along with few other left minds. Those that were bringing and implementing the apartheid movement further, they were never going to end. We're in 26. Any moment from now, we're in 29. The dramatic drama will change in Grand Gedeh leadership. So there are just very few. Gone are those days where, so all the way BIU zone, in taking picture and signing D. I just hoping that I learned to Bakubli Bolo there, he got D for that land. So you see what our leaders can do in the county and feel that the people here will not do anything. And some of our new people in this county, new people, They're sitting down, they're not able to look at you and build your capacity. When you beyond there, you will be beyond there. When you leave from there, your life still remains the same. This is about time our young people need to talk, need to sit down and wake up without violence and take the matter into their own hands. Ground say to not serve our leaders with violence. Good evening, welcome to the Voice of Gedeh Radio. Who am I talking to? Calling off from where?
Yeah, hello, thank you very much. I'm Emmanuel. Yeah, I'm going from Cameroon.
Mr. Iyala?
Yeah,
Good evening, sir. What's your point?
yeah. Thank you very much. It is true. It is true. Our leader, our local government are the ones that carry us in the country. They can go, they can travel in another area in their children's country, in their children's country. They can see what is happening there. They can see the kind of development that they are carrying on there. But they are not jealous. They are not jealous. They are not getting, you are telling me, I will do so and so. If I get in position, I will do so and so. They will tell the specific things. But as soon as they get in that position, we finish. I, me, and myself. One man know you, you don't know your friend last man. See? So they, as you are talking to tonight, they are hearing it. So I will keep talking. We will keep talking. We will be the complainer. We will keep complaining. We will be complaining every day. So when they very have, they very have mind of taking development, helping their people, they will do that. But if we remain new, it means that something is going for them. They know that they are not talk with you to just talk about it that they are doing something while they themselves they are not doing anything. So what you are saying is true. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now I'm talking to you on Voice of Gedeh Radio. You know, you need to tell, you need to be straight in the face to tell your leader when they are man. You can't put on fire. The leaders are not doing the right thing. You go now, you want to transfer the aggression. No, you want to be safer to approach the issue and stage the debate and make sure that we take it to the next level. I just told you that the police inspector general of the Republic of Liberia will soon get to know about the police attitude in Nigeria. And we not blow. The police has a complaint channel. We not concerned citizens, people who concern. You can't always know them. They just concern. No. We'll write. Even the people that are responsible for auditing. If we talk and we notice that the people there they're not saying anything about it, then we call people who can check wrongfully or when they do something that's not correct. Then we move to the government level. You saw the situation here with Adaman Kamara. When the cow hit the woman here, the boy are passing around here. You know, the city mayor of this place decided to play a low profile on her case in her safety. They don't know it. So to perform is a very difficult thing. The citizen safety in the city They don't know it. And today the debate started with all like-minded people. When we stage the debate, today Adaman Kamara is seeking medical treatment outside of Nigeria can be returned. You see that? Had it not been because of that debate here, and with other like-minded people, you that were calling, kind of this, then Adaman Kamara will be having a different side of the story. So many times I always told people, don't say person did something to me, I want law abiding, but when you go to police station, they will do your case like this, they will do it like this, they will not be sure. No, test the law. If you have to go to the court, don't judge the judges, the lawyers that are there. Don't say when you go there, my doing and they will not take your case serious. No, put them on record. Go there, file a complaint, they will show you the process. I say, do I find yourself a lawyer? If you say you don't have a lawyer, they will say, government get a lawyer here. Go to that person. They will show you the way. When you come, you sit down, then you listen to them, they plead the case. When you write, they will tell you you're right. And the person that wrong, the law will be able to handle them according to the way it's supposed to be. So don't say, me, I will just sit down. And don't say, we're not happy. It will happen. Life, because the administration, the way the superintendent is administering the office in this country, when the superintendent in the country, how many people can know? The superintendent left the country already. How many people know that the superintendent not here? The life you live today speak for you tomorrow. Amos 3:3, when two things agree before they can, what the Bible says. So when you not agree, together, we have to create the distance for the debate and tell you this is what you are doing. So things will happen, things may happen, not just the very few of them. And other people will tell you, I never had anybody in the country or here, but I had issues and I went to the court and then the case like that. So it's good to point out the ills in society, because when we don't do it, the other people will feel that anything they do, nobody there to say something to them. They can do whatever thing they want to do, and nobody there to talk to them. But they must be aware that people here to talk to them, to talk about these things. From the Jeddah Communication and Network Incorporated, the Voice of Jeddah 88.5 megahertz, operating from the telecom community here in Zwedu, Grand Jeddah County. Today is Tuesday, the 14th day of April 2026, 6 minutes past 11 p.m. here in our country and county. Good evening, good morning, location. I was an time being part of the team, contributing your opinion here on Face the Issue. Same time, same station. Tomorrow evening, Face the Issue is returning, but tomorrow morning on our breakfast show, again, we'll bring you the conversation with people living with disability representative in Bazan Pola, speaking specifically about their status in that part of Grand County, with a session being drawn towards peaceful citizens on that side. And then the response from the Ministry of Health personnel there will also try to talk to you on it so that you have an idea. And then versus what the statutory superintendent just mentioned this evening with regard to citizens paying money to get treatment, and the education, the sensitization, the awareness provision lacking, still lacking. The citizen participation fee for service still yet to be explained here in our country. Sector ratification. Here we debate the issue, no confrontation. There are differences between business and private. Business is business and private is private. We don't transfer the aggression here. We don't discuss private issues, personal issues, but we discuss business, and with a specific focus on sector ratification and being that we need to go see the laws of the country so that the citizen can be able to get a fair share of justice, so that the marginalized, the people that don't have people to talk for them, the voice of Gedeh family is here about our vision, mission statement. We are here to talk for the voiceless. That's what makes us the institution, the voice of the people. I talk to you when I talk to you again. Remember now, a good dancer must know when to leave as a priest. Join us tomorrow, same time, same station. And this music from Agatha Murudwa is taking you home. They call him après moi, c'est moi. Town and change on the identification. Call him Randolph Nyokpao City. On behalf of the board of directors, the management and staff here from the Gedeh Communication Network Incorporated, the voice of Gedeh 88.5 megahertz, of our team. This is how we are breaking down to an end this day broadcast, and the second and final portion of our daily broadcast. 5:45 tomorrow morning, we are resuming our Wednesday activities. Until then, let God be our walking stick.